So Putin yesterday rejected this ceasefire that Trump was offering. He agreed not to bomb certain infrastructure regarding to power generation in Ukraine. But in this situation, now I'm not a military expert, but I've been listening to military experts. I've been doing some reading, and I have some background in history. Putin has all the cards. The Russians have just kicked the Ukrainians out of the Kursk region. And it's not the city of Kursk, it's the little bit of the Kursk Oblast that they have pushed them back into Ukraine, took some prisoners there. And Russia has all the cards. Russia doesn't need a ceasefire. Russia doesn't have to negotiate. The West is ones that really need to negotiate. Now, of course, Germany, France, and well, actually, it's France and the UK have been pledging to send more weapons to Ukraine, again, because they're globalists, and Germany has been talking about rearming and stuff, which is something they should be doing anyway, but for the sake of sending forces to Ukraine. Now, Britain and Germany are in no position to do this as of right now. They don't have the forces. At least that's my understanding. France does have a lot of forces, but, that's another discussion right there. The United States Trump is using whether to send arms or not to send arms to Ukraine as a negotiating tactic. Trump has been handed a disaster, and Trump is trying to save America's face is what he's trying to do. He's trying to make it look like America can get its pound of flesh, but Russia doesn't have to give them their pound of flesh. It does not have to give my country, the United States, a pound of flesh. So, Putin essentially has all the cards in this situation. They can keep going, and with the United States backing out, they have the option of actually expanding the war in Ukraine and taking over more territory. They could take Kharkiv, they can take Odessa, they continue to go, and Putin, my guess is wants to create a situation where he'd do business with the United States. So in other words, Putin wants to do this 100% on his terms, on Russia's terms. And that's exactly the way he should do it. There's a whole background of what started this war. All of you know what it is. The globalists are continuing with the line that the West had nothing to do with starting this, about the coup that was orchestrated in part by Victoria Nuland and the CIA coup and all this stuff. So Putin rejects a ceasefire. No surprise there. This will continue. Trump has to find a way to make it look like the United States gets its pound of flesh and essentially Ukraine is on Russia's terms for all practical intents and purposes. Russia does want to do business with the United States. That's maybe another point of negotiation, maybe some leverage there on that part. Hey, we'll lift the sanctions. You can do business with us. But that's one of the things you have to do to stop with the slow-moving offensive that they are doing through Ukraine. So it is what it is.